Oh, the Canton post office?
No, it's the one on Beck Road. That's retarded too. But I'm just saying, it's bullshit because they're like, oh, you know, like on March 28th, like Thursday, March 28th, like coming at 8 in the morning for work detail, 8 till 4. And they also said at 11 in the morning to go in and see my probation officer. You know, so I said, okay, I go into work detail and at 8 in the morning, I'm like, hey, look, man, it says here at 11, like, if the guy was cool, he would have just driven me back because they don't do anything but drive in circles all day anyway and jerk off in a van and read magazines while, like, making us just walk down dirt roads aimlessly for no fucking reason when there's no trash to stare at dead animals and, like, whatever the fuck weird shit they get off to doing. And, like, talking shit to us or whatever. But it's just, like, public humiliation. It's not about community service or environmental, or just, it's not about anything but bullshit and money. Because you pay their salary, you pay to work, and you have to volunteer because you're court-ordered by that bullshit fuckery. And the fucked up thing is, though, and so they're like, oh, well, you know what? You can just go during your lunch. I'm like, you know what? No, I want to eat lunch during my lunch, actually. Like, I can't, you know? I have to eat lunch. Fuck you. Like, but I didn't have to say it like that. I was just like, you know what? Like, and they're like, well, if you don't want to go at lunch, like, I guess you can come in, you know, first thing tomorrow morning. So I'm like, okay, like, whatever. So I show up first thing the next day for the second time. Under the second time they told me to do something, like, exactly what they were telling me to do. Right, the second time. Because the first time I'm like, okay, 11 o'clock, I'm already here. And the second time it's like, oh, come back first thing tomorrow morning. So I show up. Motherfuckers are closed because it's Good Friday. So the dumbass who told me to come up there, or I guess he's not a dumbass, the guy was cool, he just didn't know, or whatever. They're usually open on Fridays. I'm not even talking shit about that guy. He's actually the coolest guy in the whole court system. And I'm not even gonna, like, say anything about anyone. I'm just talking shit. But for real, like, it's just, I'm pissed off because then, okay, I'm like, all right, Good Friday, then there's Saturday, Sunday, so I wait till Monday, which is today. I go up there. They make me wait in some fuckery line for 20 minutes while they're, like, taking someone else's money and telling them they have to go to, like, intensive outpatient because they're such a junkie or whatever because they took a shot or whatever the fuck. I don't know. But the point is, it's like, I'm mad. I'm just angry. Because I go up there and they're like, oh, after 20 minutes of waiting, I fill out my little probation sheet and the lady's like, oh, like, you missed your probation appointment? I'm like, no, like, the guy told me to come back the next day and you guys were closed, and now I'm here the next day, which is today, Monday, and she's like, well, I can verify this. Like, I'm like, whatever, like, the fuck ever, like, whatever the fuck that means, like, that's what the fuck happened, you fucking whatever. And then they're like, well, we're so like jam-packed right now from court, like, we can't deal with this, like, you have to come back between 2 and 4, and the bitch says it with, like, this big smile on her face. She's like, oh, like, you have to come back, and I'm like, oh, really? I'm just like, oh, I just like, oh, I didn't even say anything. I just looked at her, and I was like, oh, all right then, okay, and I walked away, and I talked some shit. I was like, how can you people do this to me, to the court officers? I was like, do you think I don't have gas for this? Like, what? Why? What? I was like, how, is you just like to, I mean, that is what that place is all about. They're just like, oh, let me just stick my dick in your ass and, like, push it in and out while you sit there and bend over and pay me money because you're my little bitch whore. Like, you know what? Fuck them. That shit is bullshit. Like, I'll do some videos about, like, what my actual charges were and my punishments, but that's later information. This is just fuckery. Once again, for the 4th time, I have to go back up to the 35th District Courthouse for something they told me to do that I did 3 times already, because those motherfucking idiots always get their stupid ass paperwork wrong because they push buttons on computers all day and they just are brainless, stemless motherfucking just tools of the system. It's the truth. Just never go there. Stay away from Plymouth and Canton. Peace out.